Seminoles will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's back. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. We've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds him out of the backfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Moving out of the pocket. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like, getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bring in the heat. Dances away to buy time. Creates a little space. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Man, they can barely see the 1st down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. The play action fake. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Canes will hustle to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field.
Oh, out of space. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Leaves it with the back. Not much there on the line. He gets one to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Seminoles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He'll pull it down and run. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Forward and finds his man on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important, that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
To the air, it's back. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Miami! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give is to Williams. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They go to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab, it's White. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll run for it. The Noles will move the sticks.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
And the Noles are on the move. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The give to the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's back. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And that one's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. He's loose. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Flips it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked off. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
Off play action. Unleashes one. Snagged in the middle. It's Daniels. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Right on the money. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's back. It's caught. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
All right, let's get it. Right. Blue side in. Blue side in.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way... on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Showing off the arm. The Seminoles will have a first down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Glenn. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the slant.
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
No, I get it. You can fight.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Back to pass. It's back. He's got him in the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking downfield on first down. He tries to take the top off. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about
going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half, but the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. They'll run play action. Scrambling away. He threw the ball away on 4th down. I guess if you're being charitable, he saved a few yards of field position, but you might want to keep that one alive for a while.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming in.
And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The throw to the outside is complete. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Got a man. It's McCoy. It's a seam wide open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that two-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you love the gutsy call by the offense there.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Caught near the sticks. It's Lofton. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes down the right side. Turning it on. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The sure hands, it's Robinson.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
The Knowles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Fires downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go forth, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in, the first down and more.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll leave it with him. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
A little screen to the running back. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. To the air, it's Castellanos. It's complete. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
Off play action on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Immediately fires to the middle. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just...
There he goes! He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, no! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. The 40, the 30, past the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Handoff from the gun. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle, it's Davis.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Seminoles have a lot of options on second and inches. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Good right down the boulevard. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Beck. That's reeled in. It's Daniels. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. quarterback has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Lots of running room. Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miami. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Going downfield for the big play. Fires and picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Running back searching for a hole. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher. There he goes. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And that's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere. But, hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. He lets it fly. Makes a catch at the 15. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. A late game touchdown to put 6 on the board. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Knolls.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
The speed and swag, they got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To throw, it's Beck. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Power football with the run. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact. And every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more. And it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries.